Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Kay, and I am going to talk to you today about our honors programs that are available to you as Department of Criminology students. So as I'm sure people have told you, we are in the largest department on campus in terms of students. So between our two majors of criminology and forensic behavioral sciences, or FBS, we have the most students. So we have lots of great majors like you guys and minors, and also lots of great professors and instructors. So even though there are two different majors, we do have one criminology department honors program, and that's the first one that I'll talk to you about today. So again, if you are a major in criminology, either law enforcement, corrections, or victimology, or if you're an FBS major, you are eligible to be considered for our criminology department honors students. This is a very select program, like I said, with maybe 1,800 students, and there's about 20 students that are in the Crim Honors program. So it's no exaggeration that you are the top 1% of the entire department, and we are very proud of our criminology honors students. So what is it exactly? Well, it is a 2-year program in which you take 4 classes together. So you would take, for example, 100H in the fall, 160H in the spring, which is a topics course, 170 in a different fall, and then another 160H, but this is a different topic and different professor. So they have the same numbers, but they're different courses. So you take 4 classes like that across 2 years, fall, spring, fall, spring. And so you're always, every semester for 2 years, you are in the same classes with your cohort of honor students. So that helps you in getting to know one another and making those connections. Like I said, they are smaller classes and smaller just amounts of students, right? So if there's 20 students around there, 20 to 25 students, again, you get to know each other pretty well. There's also more challenging work because there are fewer students, and we're able to really focus in on different types of material and also different types of assignments than I would do, let's say, in a larger class with almost double the students. So there's lots of fun things that we do. The top picture there is the induction ceremony. There's a special ceremony that we hold every year, except when COVID happened, where we induct the new honor students who are about to start the program, and we celebrate the graduation of the students that are done and completed successfully. So that's the induction. And then the bottom 2 are from different honors courses. The bottom left was my 170 course, 170H course, fall of 2023. So fairly recent. And then I forget when that other course is, but it was one of the 160H courses that was taught by Dr. Pickering, that was focused on current issues in policing. Okay, so where can you find out some more information? Let's say you remember later on that there's a Crim Honors program, but you don't remember anything else about it. Go to the website. This is a picture of the current website. You can find the basic information. Probably the link to or this video again, just for everyone else, and pretty much gives you most of the information that you would need along with my contact information. Okay, so I'm the director. I am in charge of it at this time. And what do you need to be considered for it? Well, you have to have a 3.5 and above, both major GPA and cumulative GPA. So your criminology department major, either criminology or FBS, the courses, if you look on your DPR report, after you get through all your major courses, it'll list all of them that you've taken at once, and it'll give you a major GPA. And so that's where you found out your major GPA, and their cumulative GPAs at the very bottom of the DPR. Anyway, so you have to have that and you have to keep that consistently at 3.5 or above for the entire time that you're in the program until graduation. So I'll potentially talk about that in a little bit. Usually I invite you to apply. I do like a range of units. I would invite you to apply maybe as a freshman if you have AP units, but otherwise as a sophomore. It always happens in the spring. If you have 3.5 and above GPA, I send you an email and I invite you to apply. And preferential consideration is given to people or students that have exceptional characteristics, academics, extracurriculars, community service, etc. But if you don't have those things, that's fine too. If you are wanting to look to get more involved, things like that, I would still encourage you to apply. Okay, so how do you successfully complete it? You stay at 3.5 or above each semester you're in it until you graduate, and you complete 4 courses, which is Crim 100H, 170H, 160H, and another 160H. And then you also have to remain a full-time student. And I would encourage you, if you're interested in this program, to not take 100 or 170 because those courses you're supposed to take in the program. So if you think you might want to apply, wait to take those courses and instead take other courses that you need for your major. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know why that's happening. All right. So what's some benefits? What are you going to get out of it? Well, you get early registration each semester until you graduate. That means that you get to register the first day that that your class standing registers. So if you are a sophomore, you get to register at the very first day, the start of the day, on that day. But you would be registering after the juniors. So you don't get to register before everybody, but you do get to register before everyone else within your class standing. So there are some, registration benefits there. There are all of the courses that you'd be taking in the program are only for honor students. So we have small class sizes and honor students in those classes together. There are special scholarships, or one in particular I can think of right now that only honor students are eligible to apply for. So that's great. You also are considered for special internships, things like that, research opportunities as well. Extended library privileges, which who knows, and then individualized advising with me if you so choose. And then at graduation, you get honors on your transcript and on your diploma, which is great. You're graduating with honors, and you get an awesome inscribed SMET Camp bronze medallion. So that's pretty awesome, I think. And you get special recognition at both convocation and commencement. So a lot of good benefits, I think. Plus, I would say the benefits that are not just tangible when you're in it, but like long-term benefits. So lately, I've been asking the students, why should students join or what they're getting out of it so that I can communicate that to you. So a lot of them say that they do like the smaller class sizes, but why? Some of it is that they get to know us better as professors. You get to make those connections, which might make getting letters of recommendation easier, or getting involved in research, or just making those connections that are just easier to do when you're an honor student. You also get to know your professors. You also get to make lifelong friends in the program. Not everybody, of course, but a lot of students say that they've met people that have been their friends throughout the program and then continues on afterwards, which is really nice. And also just networking, not only with professors, but other students and other professionals in the field potentially. Some also say it's very applicable to future positions of leadership. So if you're thinking about potentially being a leader either in your police organization or your just organization in general, It doesn't have to be criminology specifically. You're going to gain some really great skills that help you tackle issues within your department, your system, things like that. Specifically skills-wise, aside from just thinking about positions of leadership, a few that I think are good to know is critical thinking. I also, especially I teach 170H, I really work with you on your writing, which I don't do with other students just because I don't have the time. And with smaller classes, that makes it easier to do. Also, it's a research methods course. Also, oftentimes, especially in the topics courses, the 160Hs, you are having a lot more discussion in class, and everyone is expected to participate, unlike most of our undergraduate classes where a few people will, but not everybody. And a lot of people are just sitting there silently. It's not really like that in our classes as honors classes. So it helps you grow in those types of ways that maybe is scary, but also really beneficial to you in the long run. So, okay, when does this all happen? I send out emails to invite people to apply that are within a certain unit range, about 20 units to about 90, kind of doing a wide range, in February, and I with the 3.5 and above, and I give them materials and information and invite them to apply. February or maybe early March, we do an in-person interview, which I know also can be scary, but remember, it's helping you grow. And also a very short writing activity. It's not anything you need to prepare for. It's just asking like a hypothetical question or about your opinion. You write like a paragraph or a page. Not a big deal. So I don't want you guys to worry too much about that. I haven't had any issues with those that I need to not let somebody in. So don't be scared about those things. Again, I invite you to enjoy the challenge, even if it is scary. Shortly after that, I notify you about if you've been able to and been accepted into the program. And then by that August, you would be starting your first honors course. So keep all that in mind. A 2-year program, no, you cannot do it any shorter than that. It is a 2-year program, but that's why I go from 20 units and above, because some of you that have a lot of units from maybe high school or your community college, we don't want you to miss out on it. So you can still apply as a freshman. Keep that in mind. However, if you can't make that 2-year commitment, I want to point out that there's one other program that you could be considering for an honors program, and that is the College of Social Sciences, or the COSS honors program. This is only 1 year, but it is the fall and the spring of that same academic year, so you can't go out of order. You have to take those in a row, but it's only 1 year. And you are in the class with the same students, and these students are from all across the college. So you have criminology in there, obviously, forensic behavioral sciences could be in there, political science could be in there, sociology could be in there, et cetera, history. So you learn about a lot of different things by having such a wide array of social sciences in there. But the really good thing, I think, is that you're working very closely with one professor as your project mentor or chair, and it helps you also, again, work on your writing and critical thinking, but building that relationship with the professor, again, making it easier potentially to get letters of recommendation and things like that, and to try out and design a research project of your own, which is pretty fun, I think. So here's some different pictures that I've had over the years. They were doing presentations. Now it's a poster presentation of the top 2 photos. Before it was like a longer talk. And then on the bottom is the awards ceremony 1 year, and you guys get awesome medals too. Look at that, all those medals and certificates. So it's pretty great. Also, there is a College of Social Sciences website that gives information about the program if you want to look it up later. So this is the website. The director at the moment is Dr. Myers from, I believe, sociology. Again, you need a 3.5 and above in both your major and cumulative GPA. You usually apply in your junior year to then do it during your senior year. However, if you know you're not going to be here fall and spring of your last year, maybe you're going to graduate in fall, then apply earlier, apply a year earlier as a sophomore to do it in your junior, senior year. And you do need to have taken research methods or be taking it at the same time. So because you're doing a research project, they want to make sure that you have done methods, which makes sense. And also that would help you figure out if you want to be in that program as well. So what are the benefits? You get early registration, which I explained before from the Crim Honors Program. So both the COS and the Crim Honors Program the students get early registration for the time they're in the program until they graduate. You get to work one-on-one with a faculty member, usually of your choice, on your own research project. You get that honors medallion and your library privileges. Okay, usually they're a little bit later in the semester, about like a month, just because they don't do interviews. Usually you are invited to apply February or March. You fill out the short application, and then you get notified within a couple weeks on whether you've been admitted to the program or not, and you would start your first honors course that fall. Okay, I'm glad you made it to the end. Sorry I took a while, but I wanted to make sure that I kind of went through everything just in case you guys can look at this video again in the future. If you have any questions about anything honors, please reach out to me. It's Dr. Key Kafer. I'll put I guess my name back up on the slide. Where is this? So this guy is my name, Dr. K. There's a picture of me on the website, so you'll be able to find me. And again, I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. And thanks so much for listening.